Yes, it's called Big Light. Smoking. So do I. That's why I run it. Gotcha. Eventually, I'll be running some rails. Here. Right, and this will be a T-junction. Sure, we'll just run it to right here. Eventually, I need to clear all this out anyways, so... And I'm out of grenades. Yes, Wormy Man. And that it takes 2 upgrades to be able to do the clearing that I want to clear. And the second upgrade is behind blue. Seems to be something missing here. I'm not going to be using wooden poles ever again, so... Yeah, that's where I want this. Yep. It's the other one's in the wrong spot. Who's the deep water? Oh. That's unfortunate. I don't want to have to keep shift clicking. Yep, I knew there was something missing here. Really? I'm out of these already? Oh, coal is here. That's nice. That's earlier than expected. That's very nice. See, that auto underbelt thing is very nice, but not... My click speed is not good enough to manage it. That was probably not my best use of the last one of those. Because I kind of often... Oh, I'm going to have a challenge there. I did not want to put this sideways. See how quickly they replace those belts so easily? Doesn't happen with other things, only these. When you click and drag an underbelt, you've got to be very careful on your destination. You can't be sloppy for one little bit. I'm already out of underbelts. You have power. Oh, I missed that. Hello, Barton. Alright, I think now all I need to do is feed it, and of course, make more underbelts. Launched a rocket a couple nights ago and deciding I want to challenge myself. Should I do a second playthrough? Choices, choices, choices. Or as John Wick likes to say, consequences. I can make one more. I'm not a hexagon guy. Straight like an arrow. Well, bus is pretty much the most common. Yeah. Bus is the most common way to build things. I've adapted a bit, but still works pretty well. As Mucky taught me, essentially bugs are just a logistics problem. That's what they come down to. It's a matter of supplying your base with the resources necessary to defeat them when you need to defeat them. getting yourself to the point where you have, for example, flamer turrets when you need flamer turrets because they've gotten up in difficulty, right? All right. So this should be 4 belts. All right. That's nice. That's very nice. I don't believe it to be 4 belts, but okay. You may play White Science is researchable by continuing the game over message. Yes. You launch rockets with a satellite in them, and the rocket will bring back White Science, space science. And then you can use that to do research. So if we're bringing 4 belts, that's 1, that's 2, 3, and 4. That's this side. So we're going to try and run these 4 belts through here, I think. A little bit of landfill. So if that's going to go through there, and it is... Ah, you dork. I forgot I'm out of underbelts anyways. Alright, so what have we got here? We've got 5. Is it a healthy 5? Yeah, it kind of is. So that's a 5 to 4. Check it to make sure it's still valid. I can't make underbelts to make this work, so it's going to be partially finished. Yes, Wormy rate count says I can get 4 out of that. It's very dense. I've got everything cranked up. It's 110. So 110. Yeah. Because 30 fill a yellow belt, so it's at least 3. I'm leaving myself a bit extra space so that if I need to bring this online, I can. I am at 5,000. No. Hi, Bob. Car's right here. I'm gonna go take some belts. Yes, typing hard. Damn. Almost made it. Oh, you jerk, car. You better get all the way through. Yes, Danyan, we are actually playing the game. It's something I do sometimes. How are you? Uh, well, I'm finally playing Factorio, which feels good. Because, I'll be honest, I'd rather play Factorio than do designs, but, I also don't like to be stumped when the clock is ticking. I'd rather have a day of focus on what can this do, what can I do here, rather than in the middle of what I'm doing go, oh, how do I do that? I don't like playing that way. All right, where's my car? Dude, where's my car? Dude. It didn't break. Well, I am in Spain right now. I started in Madrid. This is a Europe, Africa, Asia map. So the world spreads out to the east and to the south. And I will be building a MegaBase. So right now I'm building base 2, which is essentially this thing. It's a 1-2-1 ore-based train factory. 1-2-1 train-based ore base. It needs ore in order to be able to process. I've already finished this tiny base, which lets me get basic stuff. From there, I will graduate to these factories. And these factories, which I don't have a full set of right now, but it's a plate-based thing. And when it's done, I'll have 3 of those. I'll have one for infrastructure, one for science, and one for rocket components. And that will get me to a launched rocket. From there, I will be going to this thing called rail-based factories. And rail-based factories are things that I thought I had a setup for it. I thought I was doing blueprints for it. Anyways, eventually I will get to that. It's supposed to be there, but it's not. I'll find it some other time. Unfortunately, not compatible with SE because I named this the surface Earth, and SE requires that the surface name be Novice. Yeah, you'd think, but apparently I coded something that makes it much more difficult than that. Because I've tried to undo that change and I can't make it work. So. And I don't play SE, so there would be a notable workload for me to figure it out. I wrote the guts of Cities of Earth many years ago in conjunction with some other people. And I'm not that good of a programmer. I mean, I've only been doing it for 30 years and have a degree in it. And I'm just not a 10xer or 5xer. I don't even know that I'm a 2xer. I do things by experimentation. And the time involved of figuring out what I did to make it work with Earth. The really funny thing is that Cities of Earth 2 worked on Novice, and I put a bunch of effort to make it work as Earth. And now I can't remember what I did, so I can't undo it. This should start getting me some production. I'm what I call an iterative developer, which is I do things over and over and over. I heard a joke once that I'm an onion developer because I work in layers and my results usually cause people to cry. And I thought that was pretty funny. Although, side note tangent, wearing contact lenses makes you immune to the effect of peeling onions or cutting onions. I discovered this by accident. Yeah, I discovered it by accident. I was chopping onions for something one day and didn't have any reaction. And a future Sunday, I was making some more stuff and was chopping onions and hadn't put my contacts in and was tearing up like a big dog. I was like, what the heck is the difference? So I went and put my contact lenses in. And after I thoroughly cleaned my hands because I had onion stuff on them. And I stopped tearing up. Just like that. By the way, this blueprint is technically accurate down to which wire these connect at. I don't just connect wires anywhere. I control where the wires actually connect to. There is gonna be my first set of gears. Now, I gotta get copper in here. How much iron? Or, yeah, okay. So, I've got that. Okay. That's gonna get me steel, which I don't need right away. Car should be somewhere nearby because it got caught on a belt. I need to take that over to where the copper is. I'm probably going to need more large power poles. I think I misunderestimated how much of these I need, and I need to refactor this to get that to be in here somehow. But I don't know how. There's no room for it. I don't know. Smoking. Well, I tried that Mind Mouse Craft because only breathe through your mouth. Okay, because I only breathe through my nose. I've trained myself to only breathe through my nose, so copper's going to come from here, and it's going to have to go in multiple directions. No, smoking. I'm not going to test that. And part of the reason that I'm not going to test that because I don't like jalapenos and I don't have any. But I'll tell you what, if you can take a teaspoon of cinnamon and swallow it, I'll try out the jalapeno. Not a tablespoon, just a teaspoon. Also, don't try that, it'll kill you. Daniel, you think that's easy? Go look it up. It is most definitely not easy to eat a teaspoon of cinnamon. It could be fatal if you do it wrong. Yeah, it's such a tiny particulates that it makes you cough. The gag reflex is instantaneous, and that if you have too much of it and you cough and then inhale, it can block your lungs. So, yeah. Do be careful with that challenge. Hi, kitty cat. You already had treats. You already played. Thanks for the visit. Well, that's why I said teaspoon. 10 minutes. Yeah. The things we do to our bodies. All right, so this is where I want my center anchor piece to be. So that's as wide as that's going to be. The question becomes does that line up well with stuff on the outside edge? And do I even care? Just frickin' put some stuff down and deal with it later. Kitty cat has curled up at my feet, folks. Cuteness overload. Okay, so that's a lot. I should not have done that. I should not have done this. You don't deserve to be here. You're going to go backwards too. So the two of you can just join this. I'll tell you what, you can join this, and then you can join this. And then you can get a scritch on the head, because you're so... Then what have I got? What have I got? Seven. God, I hate 7. But I'm not getting away without 7 here. This is... This is what it's going to be. Keep it up, cat. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up and hold you, and you will not like it. But man, you're so cute. Yes, you are. All right, 7. Frickin' 7. All right, how many at the end of the day? You say goodbye. Thank you, Smoking. And that was a video of my cat, whom I was just saying was so cute. Copper feeds. I don't remember. Let's see. Yes, Daniel. You choose the map, whether it's going to be the whole world, or whether it's going to be part of the world, like the Americas or Europe or Old World, which is what I'm on. And then within that, settings, mod settings, startup. You have, depending on which world you start on, Africa, Americas, Europe, Pacific, etc. And then you choose which city you want to start in. And that determines your country. The world has 50 cities. Europe has like 40 something. Africa has 40 something. America has 40. You can also set it to random. You can also, if you really want to have some fun, you can set it to random and set it to pre-place the rocket silo. Well, it might not have your hometown. It's not all of them. There's only 50. But you can tell it to pre-place the rocket silo and make it random so that you don't know where it is and you have to explore the map until you find it. That turns it into a scenario. Paris is not a city on the map. The closest you can get is Madrid. If you play Europe, Paris is there, I'm pretty sure, as long as that's the capital of France. And it's listed by the European Union as a capital. No, I don't plan to do a real size world map at all. Also, I don't really know what you mean by real size. Because, you know, like a tile is some amount of distance, and I'm not doing... This is not the whole world. This is just the European continent. If you do the whole world, you run into a situation where 60% of your map is water, because the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans are water. There is a mod called Dredgeworks that I'm considering trying out, because it lets you mine underwater. Yeah, I don't know what the actual number is. I mean, you'd have to talk to the people at Woobay, or Woob, or Wooboob, or Woobaba, or whatever their proper pronunciation is. Alright, if I do this, and then undo it, I'll be able to count. So that's 2 copper, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper. Alright, so I need a total of 6 copper out of these 7 belts. Means I go to my balancers and I go 7 to 6. I place it and I downgrade it twice. Then I hover over to see if it still works. It looks like it does. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will go here, and I didn't move you out far enough. Or did I? No, I had to move you one more. Okay, I did right. I did good, I done did good. Now I need to run 2 down there. And then 4 up here. So I think this is iron. Yeah, I think this is iron. Copper. Yeah, because these are both double balancers. So this is these 4 are going to come all the way up here, which seems like I brought them too far. And then 2 of them are going to come here. Another 2 are going to come from go to somewhere else. You experienced. How does one decide what battery-powered tool platform to buy into? Battery power tool platform. Um, you mean like for mechanics? Like in the real world or here in Factorio? I bought Craftsman decades ago, before they had all sorts of other problems. The industry standard best is DeWalt, and what makes them the industry standard best is that their battery technology is better than everyone else, and what makes it better than everyone else is that they have worked with a university, and I can't remember its name right now, to create technology that is different than everyone else. Now, there is a lot of other companies that make great product that aren't as expensive. There is a website. Obviously, there are a lot of comparison tool websites and stuff like that. But one I use is called MyDrive. I think it might be called Just the Drive. Yeah, I think it's called Just the Drive. And they actually use tools because they work on cars. And they talk about which power tools and sets and manufacturers they prefer. Yeah, well, you've got plenty of time to do research. I personally don't think that unless you're a professional that you should invest in a DeWalt. I just don't think for the normal person that the return is there because they are pricey. This frickin' character keeps getting in the way. Screwed all of that up because I was in the way. Now, I will say that, by the way, are you talking about it for mechanics or for like home repairs, home improvements? I used to use air compressors my whole mechanics career and only got into electric just as I was getting out of it. An electric torque wrench. But oh my goodness, what a huge improvement in life. Grenades for the win. Well, the tools that I recommend, obviously a circular saw, although to be honest, I don't find a cordless circular saw's use case to be all that useful because you're not moving around with it, and having the belt, having the cord, you know, there isn't that big of a deal. But that extra torque that a circular saw needs, batteries don't often provide that. Screwdrivers, obviously, cord, you know, guns, but there is an additional model that I highly recommend, which is the short-necked gun, because the one that can fit into tight spaces is really useful. Like in between joists.